Hello there. I'm Jake, the CEO and founder of Lingua Franca Language Solutions, LLC. I'm a linguist who did freelance translation and interpretation work before opening my business last year with the goal of making language barriers much less daunting for all parties involved. I grew up in a family of Colombian and Portuguese immigrants in a region with a lot of cultural and linguistic diversity, and my boyfriend of 2 years comes from a Mexican immigrant family, so I am no stranger to language barriers and how frustrating and isolating they can be, especially when it comes to immigration. But I opened Lingua Franca not just to be a translator, but to change the dynamic of how language barriers are treated. I've seen plenty of my loved ones have formal jargon and ridiculous fees shoved in their faces by book-smart language professionals who don't truly understand the importance of their work and the consequences if it's not completed correctly or on time. In addition, many translators don't respect or don't know how to properly address the genders of trans and non-binary individuals, or they can provide an intimidating environment for same-sex couples if their translation makes reference to their sexuality. As a member of the LGBT community, my goal is to make Lingua Franca a linguistic safe haven so people never have to experience these frustrations. There was one time I was more than happy to relieve a client's frustrations when she called my business in a frenzy because no other company would help her. There was a death in the family, and the funeral was the following week in Cuba, but her passport had expired. In order to expedite the passport renewal in time, she needed the certified and notarized translation the following afternoon. I knew I had to help her, and I was able to do so by overnighting the documents using FedEx. It was the only shipping provider open, making it a lifesaver for my business, but most importantly, my client. That's not the only time FedEx has had my back on a dime, though. When my printer broke and I needed 50 copies of a flyer for a networking event that same day, FedEx Print Services came to the rescue. If I won the FedEx Small Business Grant, I would finally be able to get my name and my message out there by advertising physically and virtually without any cost restriction, and I could expand my team of translators and eventually open a storefront and finally get out of my home office. Thank you.